I'm doing about 24 right now. I'm doing about 24K a day of gravel cycling, and that's about an hour 20, give or take,
Okay, so,
hour and 10 of like hard riding. And it's
so
like
it's,
that's pushing at a good pace at a fairly high, not like max heart rate zone, but
yeah,
it's
but you're
like the
working hard.
orange one on my smartwatch.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Is it anaerobic threshold? Maybe just below anaerobic threshold, whatever the one below that is.
So you can absolutely use the apps to get an idea of what you're on, what you're at. But I would say that use them as a guide, but have other something else. Think about your big of why are you doing this in terms of what do you want to get out of it, and why are you tracking calories in the first place? And I think this is something we sometimes get very focused on the calories and like, oh, I have to meet this, but we're always using these to get to some bigger goal. Those goals are
Mhm.
generally either to improve performance, to improve health, or to improve aesthetics. I think are the three broad categories that people will generally fall into. Using things like tracking your calories or even like measuring like your weight on the scales, they're useful, can be useful metrics to help you plan a strategy to get to your goal, but they should not be the goal on their own. I think it's a commonly used term that once a metric becomes an objective, it loses all value as a metric. Because if, let's just say in this example, you mentioned that you were kind of embarked on this hoping to lose weight and were kind of surprised about maybe why you didn't. Um, Fair enough, the scales maybe weren't going on the thing, but why did you want to lose weight in the first place? Did you feel do you feel fitter when you're training more? Do you feel like you have more energy levels throughout? Do you feel more comfortable in your body? In which case, I'd say that's maybe a better outcome than simply the number of the scales that can be. If it really is the scales, well, I think that's where you have to start thinking, okay, I've estimated that I'm going to need, let's just say, 3 to 3.5 on the days that I'm doing a tough ride. A tougher, probably more under 3, if we can consider some. If you're doing that for a while and you realize, okay, well, I really want to lose weight, I'm doing this for thing, nothing's budging. Well, maybe we need to doubt it a bit. Maybe we've overestimated. So use those calorie guides as a wide guideline, and then dial up or dial down depending on how you're getting on with your broader objective, which can be the scales. I would generally recommend something more like track your overall, if it's for health, is there a
Yeah.
specific health outcome that you want? If it's overall energy and vitality, are you feeling better? If it's more aesthetics, are you feeling good in your clothes?
Yeah.
The way you walk when you train more, the way your clothes hang on you. So I would argue they could probably be more meaningful. But if the numbers aren't really working out and getting you to your goal, well, that means you need to either dial up or dial down.